Hello everyone and welcome back to an episode of City Bus Manager with me, Tops. As you can see, we're in the home screen today. Now, we were playing London, and since the last episode I did of London, and now I have had a really tough time filming videos for it. The game's been crashing, so that means the video, and then I have to go back to redo over things. It just isn't good with the game size it is at the moment. There is still a lot of optimization the game needs to do with all of that. But that's not going to stop the series because we're going to move, like we did with obviously going from Blackpool to Manchester, Manchester to London. We're now going to go a bit further afield. We're going to Dublin. So let's create a brand new game, a brand new series. Tops Transport for Ireland. We're going to go Dublin. However, I have done some research and we need Dublin 9 to start off with, just so we get the best coverage we can to start off with. So we start off at Dublin 9. Obviously, village expert mode, as we always do, because the village mode means we can have the smaller buses on this side, which is what is good for the start of the game. And we're going to go straight into starting. And it shouldn't take too long to load up either, which it hasn't. We're going to zoom all the way out and go right down here. This building here is one of the depots that we're going to have. Well, it's going to be our first depot, but this is one of the depots that they have for the bus routes over in Dublin. Now, we're starting off our first premises. We're going to start off with our first bus route. We're going to pause the game here because obviously we need to make sure we're pre-existing with this here. We're going to obviously start off with our small little series. I want to add an extra few seats out here. I then want to put in a corridor for our staff. Now, I need to figure out, I don't know the measurements I normally do. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gonna go here. Go 3 wide. We're probably gonna have to rebuild this at some point anyway, but that's how I'm gonna start it off. The service centre will make sure it gets backed up to there. And we'll add an extra section there. I know we start off with minimal money. But I do want to get these in as much as we can do there. Probably didn't need to go that extra one. Let me go. Tinted door will go right there. We'll get the walls built up there like we normally do. And we'll put another tinted wall there. And then we'll just put seating down here for people. And we'll do it like that for now. We need to build an office. And stuff for an office. So let's get that and just build a small little office here. We only really need a small one. So it needs a 4x6. So it has to be awkward like that. We'll put the door there. No, we'll put the door there. And we'll put the standing desks against this side. And then obviously we can follow up. We only need to put one desk in at the moment. Let's do anything else for a desk. We need a break room. Let's build a break room here. How long big does it have to be? 5x5. I'll literally just do a 5x5 break room there. Stick a door there. Provide at least one armchair. We'll do that. We need to build our kitchen next, which we can do right next to it. The kitchen needs to be 4x4. We're just going to do these as small as we need to. Because obviously we're going to end up changing them as well. We need to put at least one fridge, one vending machine. However, I'm going to move that into there. Okay, and now we need to do our bathroom. Now, with our bathroom, it has to be minimum size again. We can't do our regular... Well, we can. We can start off with our small bathroom. We'll get a single door. It just happens to be right opposite there. We'll put the sink in there. Put the toilet in there. That wasn't how I wanted it to be. There we go. And now we need to buy 2 buses. So let's get 2 small. And do I have enough to buy... I do have enough to buy brand new buses. But I also have enough to buy small buses. And they do have broken parts. We don't really want to be forking out for the sensors of them. But, so we're just going to buy 2 buses to finish up this. We're going to load our brand new template here, which is Tops Transport for Ireland. A nice little bus. It'll be available on the Steam Workshop as well. I modeled this myself, and I've kind of tried to replicate the thing. I've even done the TTFL instead of Transport for Ireland. It's Tops Transport for Ireland. It was here Tops Transport for Ireland TTFL, and on the back as well. It's a nice little feature there. So we'll apply that. We're gonna have to let the time go ahead so I can actually then get these named up. So Tops, and it's an S000 will be our first bus. In fact, it'll be 000, quad O, and that'll be S1234 there, and that'll be that parking spot right there. This one. 01 S1. There we go. Then I'll go there. They are all parked up. We need to now get a locker room. Which for the time being, I will build a locker room. Ooh, yeah, I will build a locker room. No, I won't. I need 3 drivers, even though it says 2. 1 mechanic, 1 researcher, 2 service employees, and 2 cleaners. I think that's right. So, we want to make sure they're the best skills and the best friendliness. So this will be you. You're going to be novice. I'm going to drop you down to 1250. You're not as friendly, but I want to need to drop you down to 1250 to be in line with the other person. There we go. We've got 2 service. I'm going to pay everyone 1250 at novice level. There we go. We need to hire a researcher. These don't really need to be friendly. That's fine. So I'll pay you 1250. Mechanic. Novice mechanics are a bit more expensive. But I'm going to still offer you 1250. You've rejected. Okay. You've rejected as well. Go 1350. You've accepted that. Have a look at bus drivers. And we'll go see if we can do 1250 on you. We can. They're not really that good. Do a little trick to get them to. Is there real? They didn't refresh. Let's close that and play the time a little bit to see if they can refresh to get some better ones. Some of the staff should start walking in soon. There we go. Can we now hire another? I don't like it when they're not the best. We'll send you that. Who else did I need to hire? Did I say? We've got 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. That's fine. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 things, but that's okay. It's to build a gas station to be connected to the street. If you don't want to use electric buses, build a charger instead. So make sure these have got chargers. We also want to make sure that they've got solar panels on top of them. And we do need to build a bus wash. Now, you only need the small size. And we'll plonk it in there like that. And we need to build a lifting platform, which we'll probably put next to it. So build another street and get a. I'm going to need a small and a medium. No. No, I just need one lifting platform because that'll cover both of them. We need to build a warehouse as well. Okay, I keep forgetting half the stuff we need here. So warehouse. It needs a door, which will stick right there. And we need a shelf. Is okay. And then we need to map our first route. It's best to start with a central bus route with 10 to 15 stops. We're going to do a lot more than that. I'm going to come out to the map. I'm going to find out where this is in here. Up here. And we're going to start off with building our first bus route, which will actually be the line 1. Now, we'll go and do our same naming scheme of the turnaround points. I want that to be up there. It's weird, the numbering of the bus routes here. Okay. Now how does this go? It goes round this way first. Although we will add that in just so it adds an extra stopping. Follow this down. Okay. Gotta figure out where we come up with our last bit. We go across border, I think we do. That's okay. Around here we go down. Yeah. Then we go down this way. Go up here, and the turnaround point is here. That didn't work, so that'll be our turnaround point. Make sure we go turn around and work our way back over. We'll stop at the bottom and at the top, and then we'll add a stop here just so we can add a bit more of the loop around. And then connect it back up this way. So we're good. It's just until we get to the top bit where we've got to sort out the bus going. Okay. No, it's not. That's not the right way either. It goes around this way. Around this way. And there. It's a 75-minute round trip. But we need to actually make sure that these bus times are correct. So we're going to go 6:12 because the actual times are 5:12. The actual times are 6:30, 6:45 in reality. So we'll go weekday 1. And we're probably not going to have enough buses to do this, but we're going to do what we can. Where's the turnaround point? Okay, make sure we untick all these. And this is basically what we have to do every time we do our own route. And it's going to take 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back. Okay. So for the time being, we'll run every 40 minutes. That means there's one running one way, one running another way. And I just realised how much money we've now lost. We're probably going to get loans out straight away. That's okay. You're not going to take a break after the tour because it's just going to be there, back, there, back. A weekday 1 evening. Make sure we do the evening times, which will be 12 minutes past 8 in the evening. There. And instead of it being every 40 minutes, we'll do it every 45, and then every 90 would make most sense. Yeah. And then weekend 1. This is just for the start because obviously as we get more buses in, we'll be able to get them running better. So if you have a look at the preview, the second one is... So we'll do 6:42. So 6:42, and then we'll run it all the way to... What we're doing? 5:12. 6:42 there on this route. And then we'll go weekday 2. Let's have a quick look at this just to make sure. Right. So it finishes at 9:42. And this finishes at 9:42, which makes sense. That's good for that one. Right, so weekday 2. We'll run these the same times, just in the opposite direction. And at the time being, one bus will do the route. We do need a third bus to work as well. So then this will be... $42 every 90 minutes. Which, if we have a look, should match up with these, yeah. Oh, it doesn't actually. That'll be... That does actually match up there. It's just this one doesn't because of how it lines up. But that is fine. And then we go weekend 2. And this one starts at 5:57. Which will get there for that time to link all the way up. And then it'll be... Okay, so that's where we need to change the time then. So it needs to be 57. The 2057 on here. There we go. That now lines up better. And technically, we could put the one in the middle, but we're not going to. Because, yeah, by the time it gets to there, it won't be on the same loop to come back. Because that'll be that to go to that one. Yeah. And that's our first timetable done. Confirm. Out of our own depot, we need to place the charging points where it goes. We activate the bus route. Now, I do want to have a quick look at loans. We'll get our expensive loan out now. So we can get an extra bus on the loop. Which means we've got to actually get these set up as well. And then bus fleet, new buses by 2. And apply, accept. Our times are going to come up, so we need to accept that one, accept that one. They're now going to go out on those routes. This is going to be numbered up correctly with S0002. This will be S0003. Just realised I normally name these M's because they're minibuses, but we're going to do small, large, double, large. Yeah. Anyway, they're all queued up. Do we have another bus driver? I need to hire another bus driver. What am I paying the bus drivers at the moment? You're not that friendly. We need people with more friendliness. And if we can't put you on a training yet because that won't work. Then we just let the time go by when these go en route. And that'll be our first bus route. Now, we don't have any upgrades for bus stops just yet. I don't think I've got enough to do any research either. We can research solo bus, double bus. Which we don't need to do just yet. But when we start getting funds in, we'll be able to start unlocking everything again. And now we just whizzed past the time to get up to where we need to go. That's one bus going out. And let's have a follow this bus route. Go in an interesting way. I just realised we don't have the upgrades for the bus stops either yet. But they're both going to set off at the same time, which is good. And just hope that people start buying tickets straight away. There we go. We've already got 4 people on this bus. We've got however many on the other bus. That's set off. If these get absolutely rammed, then that is crazy. And yeah, they're getting full already. That tells me I'm going to need more buses to utilise this route tomorrow. And that going that way is a no-no. So, let me edit route. Disused. Which one is that? Disused? I'm really... Wait, what? Temporary stop. Right, so that's the turn point. So that one. That one says disused. No. That's temporary. That's disused. Interesting. But it's between this one and that one. I want to make sure it goes down that way. And that bus stop's not right. Yeah, let me get this fixed. This onto them. They'll be done from tomorrow. But I want to move these down to every 20 minutes from tomorrow, which will sort them out for tomorrow. This would then be every 45 in an evening and 45 on a weekend. That'll be down to every 20, every 40, and that every 40 as well. That means I need to put another few buses on there as well. That starts at that time. That'll start at the same time. Okay. So from tomorrow, we definitely need more buses and more drivers. So let me get on to building more. Those 4. Hiring some more drivers. Got 5 at the moment, which would technically be enough. But I'll add an extra one on there. And then I've got 4. I need another bus. Which I don't have enough for, so as we do, we get another loan. Two more buses. They do look really good. Get these numbered up. 04. And 05. And obviously we've got the network coverage as well. Good. Okay, so now we've got that. We need to get the coverage up, which would probably mean another route. Now, for the time being, we don't really have another route we can utilize. Well, that I know of. Let's have a look. Okay. I have another bus I can start using, and we're going to end up linking up the airport as well. So we need to... This is going to be an interesting route because it's going to be a very big one once it's filled. Now... Figure out which things it stops at. I'm going to park it here at long term and have that as a turnaround. It then goes this way. Way. So it's a long route. It stops around here as well. Then it stops in here. It's probably not the best long route to put in, but it's better than nothing. And obviously, we get the connectivity up with the airport straight away. And it'll add in a bit of extra routes compared to other routes. Well, compared to the other route we've already had on the route. And then it connects up with this here. And around this way. And as for here, it actually goes round this way. Interestingly enough. I want to stick another stop here somewhere. Get a bit more of a coverage. And then there's the turnaround spot. So it is definitely a longer bus route than the other one. But it also links up with this route a little bit. Whether or not we're going to be able to get this one running smoothly from tomorrow is another point. I realise I've not done the number. It's the 19. Yeah. Okay. then we just follow this all the way back up. Back round this way. And then follow it round. And up here, it goes in this way. Straight to there. Nice. So we've connected to an airport, and it's going to add extra coverage to the route. Let me figure out the bus times, then get back to you in a few minutes' time. And we're back. So we've set up the new bus route. I've also added 3 more buses. I took out every loan that I could and bounced some of the 60,000 ones up, get higher loans out as well. We still not have enough to do any research apart from bigger buses, but we don't need to do that just yet. To be fair, while we've got the staff on, we will do. We'll get them unlocking. But yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 buses. And we've got the 1 bus route operational today. The second bus route will be operational from tomorrow, as I just sort out the Monday times as well. And we'll see how that goes. I could probably put insert additional bus onto there just so we can see that. Then that'll get that added up as well. Need to assign a line 1 bus on as well. I forget how tiring it is when you've got to add every bus on to each shift momentarily. But obviously, we've got the airport linked up. That has only expanded it by that much. It's not expanded it as much as I hoped it would. So we're going to have to add a 3rd bus route into here somewhere. That's going to be interesting. But for the time being, we've got buses operational. I'm going to insert additional bus onto there just so it runs better. The afternoon and the evening, before we actually end up getting more bus routes on tomorrow. I can't believe that's only added. We still have to add more up there. Maybe there's a bus route we can get going up here or something. But yeah, we'll figure that all out another day. So with that all being said, we're not even towards the end of our first day. We've got a base set up here. We've got things unlocking. We've got things here. I just need to keep, like I say, probably keep getting more buses, getting more routes, and all that good stuff. We're going to get our 10th bus in and all that. And yeah, we're just going to keep on rolling through, getting everything upgraded. Takes time, takes effort, but yeah, we'll do all that. And yeah, thanks so much for watching this episode. If you have enjoyed this episode, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. With it all being said, I hope you have hope you've enjoyed the episode. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I will see you next time for the next video, where we'll be expanding more of Dublin.